was the only one that got hurt on the interception there, so hit his head on the turf. Listen, Denver played a good game, and they got us today. On our side, I've got to make sure that we don't go 3 and out with those last couple offensive series, and then there were a variety of things that went on that we all contributed to. So throughout both sides of the ball and special teams, and there were some good things, But when you're playing a good football team, and you got to cut back on your penalties for sure. Too many there, and then some of the other mistakes that we had. So we'll get that cleaned up, and we'll get ready for the Colts. Time's yours. We needed to do better on them. I could have given the guys better opportunity to do that.
Coach, coming out of the bye and having so many penalties, you're hoping to be crispy with the time off.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you look for. I think everybody, that's probably an obvious one. Right? Yeah, well, listen, they're the number one defense in the National Football League. So we were fighting, and then we had some where we were going backwards and kind of self-inflicted things. So we've got to take care of that. Yeah, we still had opportunities, Nate, so you don't want that, right? Pat didn't want it. I don't want it. I mean, that's not what you want, but it's there were other opportunities as we went, so we got to make sure we take care of that business. Go ahead. Yeah, so he was able to get out containment there, and the receiver worked to get himself open. We had a couple guys right around him there, so quarterback made a play, receiver made a play.
So the couple down push shots in the first series that looked like could have been there, obviously tight one catches. Was that just the way the game unfolded? Was that something that you could see?
Yeah, I mean, we thought we had some opportunities down the field. Didn't work out, but I mean, percentages, you're going to take a few and lose a few of those, but we felt like it would come back and help us, and it did later on in the game. Yeah, they did a good job splitting us right there, and we've been pretty good in that area, and they got us on that one. Yeah, I thought he did a good job for being off as long as he was, and then going against who he went against. Did a pretty good job there. Yeah.
One of the things this year is your guys' inability to win in one-score games. Is there sort of a message that you have for the guys to see how good you guys are doing?
Yeah, when you're playing good teams, whether it's myself making a call or the players playing, you can't. You've got to do the right things. Put the guys in the right position, and the guys got to make plays when given an opportunity. Both sides of the ball, special teams. That's what we're all in it together. All right.
Thanks, guys.
After a tough loss to the Buffalo Bills on November 2nd, the Kansas City Chiefs entered their bye week in desperate need of a breather, the bitter taste of defeat still lingering but not enough to dim the embers of their championship ambitions. For most players, a bye week is an oasis, a chance to recalibrate, escape the relentless grind, and maybe even disappear from the radar. For Travis Kelce, however, disappearing comes with its own set of challenges and intrigues, especially when your brother is Jason Kelce and your private life is the subject of constant speculation. On the November 5th episode of their New Heights podcast, Jason pounced on the opportunity to pry into Travis's plans for the week. For the next week, at least take your mind a little elsewhere, Jason prodded, his tone part older brother, part co-conspirator. What are you doing? Anything fun, or are you getting into any travel? What are you doing over the week? Tell us about your personal life. But Travis, ever the showman and master of suspense, deflected every question with a grin in his voice, leaving both Jason and their audience hanging. It became the talk of the Chiefs' kingdom. Where was Travis Kelce going? Was he headed somewhere exotic? Was he working on secret drills in the dead of night? Or was he simply slipping into civilian life for a few precious days, blending in with the crowd? Unburdened by the armor of celebrity and expectation? The mystery only deepened the allure, making Kelsey's next move a subject of wild fan theories and social media sleuthing. But while speculation swirled off the field, on the field Kelsey continued to craft moments that would linger in the collective memory of Chiefs fans long after the final whistle. Early in the fourth quarter of the Bills game, with the Chiefs trailing and the pressure mounting, Kelsey's 84th career touchdown broke a tie with Priest Holmes for the franchise record. The play was classic Mahomes to Kelce magic, a critical 3rd and 6, Mahomes surveying the field, trusting his instincts and his most reliable target. Kelce caught the pass in the middle, still a couple of yards shy of the marker, but what happened next was pure artistry. He juked, spun, and powered away from safety tail Noahuena, shedding tacklers and expectations all at once before darting into the end zone. Arrowhead erupted, the crowd sensing a seismic shift in momentum. For a fleeting moment, it felt as if the Chiefs had wrested the narrative back from the Bills, that this season's story was theirs to write. Yet in football, as in life, nothing is certain until the clock hits 0. Despite Kelce's heroics and a stat line that sparkled with 9 catches for 91 yards, the Chiefs' comeback proved incomplete. As the seconds ticked down, the Bills drove into field goal range, and Willutz launched a kick that shattered the hopes of a stadium and left the Chiefs kneeling in disbelief, the silence louder than the earlier cheers. Coach Dave Canales gathered his team, searching for the right words, while teammates looked for signs of resilience in each other's faces. The status of Young, who had left the game with an injury, became another thread of uncertainty, his return as much a question mark as the team's ability to regroup. The bye week, then, became more than a vacation from football. It was a crucible, a test of resolve and identity. Would the Chiefs emerge rested and refocused, or would the sting of that loss linger, infecting the locker room with doubt? Every fan, every analyst, every rival watched and waited, aware that greatness is measured not by how a team handles victory, but how it responds to adversity. For Travis Kelce, the week away from the cameras and microphones was a rare chance to write his own script. Maybe he spent it sharpening his routes, replaying the missed opportunities, or maybe he simply let himself be Travis for a while, not the record-breaking tight end, not the podcast co-host, just a man with a few quiet days to himself. Wherever he went, and whatever he did, the intrigue only added to his legend. For the Chiefs, the road ahead was uncertain but filled with possibility. Would Kelce's next touchdown ignite another rally? Would Mahomes and his cast of playmakers rediscover their swagger? Would the defense tighten up, the special teams deliver, the coaching staff unlock new wrinkles in the game plan? The only guarantee was that the story was far from over, and as the Chiefs prepared to return, one thing was clear: their best chapters might still be waiting to be written.
I know, I'm really excited too. I'm so excited. And I love that you're excited too. And you would absolutely love him. He's the most fun person. I'm sure at some point you guys will get to all hang out, but
yes. He's a big, strong American football player.
Yeah.
He was on stage with you, wasn't he? I saw that show when he came on stage
he
with
was
you.
so good.
He just picked you up and
He's such a natural, just in life. Like he's just kind of like never been nervous about anything in his entire life.
Right.
So it's pretty fun. He's all the things. He's like fun and vibrant and has this infectious personality, makes me laugh so much. But like, yeah, you're looking for there's a line in the song that says that you just wanted a best friend who you think is hot. Like, and it's kind of like, well, that's kind of it, you know? Writing songs is one of my favorite things. And I did kind of nurture a fear earlier on in my career that if I ever wasn't truly miserable in my personal life, would I be able to write? And I think that's one of the reasons I love this album so much is we were like catching lightning in a bottle every time we were writing songs for this record. And I do think that someone in your life who fuels you, who makes you more you. Everyone in my life is like, you've never been so yourself, which is this interesting thing that you've been you your whole life, but we are different shades and different ourselves at different volume levels. And this person came into my life and everybody's like, yeah, you've never been so you. And I think that comes through in music. People who fuel you, they fuel every part of you. And they make you walk taller and they make you present in a more vibrant way. And so hopefully that